Hi, this is Nellie from Brilliant Labs. This video is a really quick introduction to microbits for teachers. Here's your microbit. You've got an A button, a B button, 5 pins on the bottom, and an LED screen on the front consisting of 25 LEDs. You've got a plug to plug it into your computer, a reset button, and a plug to plug it into your battery pack. Okay. What you have to do is go to a website called b.Board.now.sh. And unfortunately, b.Board.now.sh isn't known by Google, so you just have to type it right into the address bar. b.board.now.sh, link below. Once you're there, you click on New Project, and you plug in your microbit, and you can get started coding right away. I'm going to show you some of the really cool things we can do with very little knowledge of how to code. Every input needs an output. So an input is what you are telling the computer, how you are interacting with it. And an output is how the computer is going to react, how the computer is going to give you what you want. So in the case of the microbit, the output is the LED array, just like a screen on a computer. In this case, we're going to be using the A and B buttons. You're going to go to b.board.now.sh, link in the description, and you're going to see this website here. Click on New Project, which is over here. And if you've done Scratch programming or if you've done Hour of Code, this should look familiar. And if not, that's fine. This is a very easy program to use. In the middle, as it loads up, you will find that there is a set of drawers, and these drawers have options for different code bits you can use. The code bits are like puzzle pieces, and they snap together if they work with each other. On the left, there's a picture of a microbit, and that is where you can test your code and to make sure that your program is working before you go and download it onto your real microbit. So before we download anything, we're going to test our code to make sure that it's working. In the middle, we have this whole list of possibilities for using blocks for coding, and we're going to use just the top two today. We're going to use input and we're going to use basic. Input is what we are telling the computer to do, and basic is how it is responding. Our first input is going to be on button A pressed, and that just means when I press the A button, you are going to do something. And what the computer can do is found in the basic drawer. Click on basic and you will have this selection here. We're going to take the top one from here, show number, drag it over, and plug it right into the button A pressed. That means that the code is working because it's lit up and it fits together. And so now all I have to do is change the number to a different number. I've put in 7 and go over to my test microbit on the side here, click on A, and the number 7 shows up. So that's how I know that it's working. And if I wanted to download this code onto my microbit, I could do that right now. The next code we're going to do is using the B button. So we go back to our inputs and we actually take button A again and then use the drop down menu to change it to B. And now we're going to go back to basic for our output, and we're going to use this second one here, show LEDs. And at this point we can click on whichever LEDs we want to show up, and that is what shows up on the microbit when I press button B. So A was the number 7, B is this squiggly pattern that I made, and I can see now that the program works. I'm going to go and get another button. This is button A again, but I have another option. I can choose button A and B together. And so if I press A and B at the same time, I can get another different output. I'm going to choose show string. And it says hello here, but I'm going to change it to hi. And now I can test all 3 of my inputs and see if I get the outputs that I want. So button A, I click, I get 7. Button B, I get my squiggly pattern. And because I can't use a mouse to click on A and B at the same time, it gives me a little A and B option. But in the real world, on the real microbit, you just click both the A and B button at once. And it scrolled through and says hi. At this point, you can download this onto your microbit, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First, you have to make sure that your microbit is plugged in. So we take our micro USB port, plug it in right here, plug the other end into your computer or Chromebook, just like that, and it's ready to go. So now comes the tricky part. What you have to do is click down here on this download button and be ready, because after you click on the download button, you're going to get a little pop-up that's going to take you to the downloads folder. And you wait for it to pop up and say show in folder. You click on show in folder, you'll get your downloads folder. You'll see the microbit in the left-hand column because it's attached like a USB stick to the computer. You just drag the program that is a hex file over into the word microbit, wait for the microbit to flash a yellow light on the back. Once the yellow light is done flashing, you are ready to go. You can press A, you can press B, you can press A plus B at the same time, and the program will work on the microbit. Both cats seem to have realized that I was recording and jumped on my desk. Hey guys. Okay. That was cool.